Hello everyone and welcome to Star Wars on High. Thank you for stopping by. We are back with another High Republic review, this time on the new High Republic Adventures Issue 1 by the one and only Daniel Jose Older. This series is following the adventures of young Jedi Padawan Sav Malagan, who was first met in the Phase 1 manga Edge of Balance. We open up with an introduction to the character of Sav, a bright young Padawan growing up in the Jedi Temple on Takodana, who at the age of 15 is sick to death of the Jedi Order. She acknowledges how gifted she is with the Force, but it looks like all of the rules and regulations just aren't her style. So every night she sneaks out of the temple and heads across a lake to the one place where she can feel like herself, Maz Kanata's castle. Here she can enjoy her freedom from the Order and listen to all of the great stories that are told by pirates and smugglers that call this place home, one of which she is very fond of, the great prospector himself, Dexter Jettster. And she wants more than anything to know what it takes to be the star in one of Dex's legendary stories. But a bit of entertainment crosses her path as she sees Alec arguing with a law enforcement officer, Inspector Raff. Only thing is, the one rule of Maz's place is no fighting, so nothing can actually happen. Unless, for some reason, someone were to provoke them, which Sav would love to have the pleasure of causing by using the Force to throw a tankard at the back of Inspector Rav's head. A fight would have started then and there, but Maz instantly steps in, scolding both of them for their behavior, but gets distracted by her favorite patron, Dexter Jettster, who's only stopping in to say hi as he has other business to attend to, and Sav has more snooping to attend to as well. Sav hops on the ferry with Dex in hopes of tagging along on a mission to follow Inspector Raff to see what he's up to, in hopes that it will earn her a place in Dex's stories. Dex keeps trying to emphasize that this isn't safe for a kid and that she should go back now, but they're interrupted when they run into Inspector Raff. Raff explains that he's not doing anything wrong, but in fact he's after a group of people who seem to be plotting against Maz Kanata. Unfortunately, it doesn't take long for their cover to be blown though, as the guards notice them almost immediately. Dex, Sav, and Raff begin returning fire but see it better to turn and run before they are killed. But Sav knows what she must do to ensure their survival and pulls out her lightsabers to hold off the enemy's charge. After clearing out all the droids, Dex decides to go back to Maz's castle to report on what they had found, but Sav requests that Dex keep the Jedi part out of the story, as no one should really know what she's been doing out here. Maz helps to fill in the story by explaining that Arkik Vaughn, the leader of this group, is trying to get back at Maz for a score he thought he was supposed to get decades ago, the score itself being the entire planet of Takodana. But Maz is nowhere near being ready to give it up just yet, and asks Sav to join her crew in hopes of taking out Arkik. Overall, once again, Daniel Jose Older brings out a fun story. That's what I like about the Star Wars Adventures series. That's all these stories are, fun adventures with awesome characters. Sav was already a great character, but getting the backstory is so cool. A Padawan who really just wants to be a pirate for the fame is a fun idea that is playing out very well, and the added familiar characters doesn't feel like cameos or fan service. I feel like the story is enhanced through them. We don't get a lot of Dexter Jettster, so having him make his return in the High Republic is a real treat, especially since we know what he's capable of. And as a solo fan, seeing Therm Scissor Punch again is just the icing on the cake. But what are your thoughts on issue 1? How do you feel about Dexter Jettster coming back, and what are your thoughts on Sav Malagan? Let us know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you to everyone who stuck around to this point in the video, and we hope to see you again very soon.